Good evening, and welcome to the Fantasy Thinker. I'm Jared Kortemich, and today I will be doing a non-spoiler review of Ian Esslemont's Knight of Knives, his first foray into writing about the Malazan Empire. And first things first, this was a delightful read. It was quick for a Malazan book. Most Malazan books are huge volumes. This one's only like a little under 300 pages, and makes for a quick read, and it's unexpected for a Malazan book, and you wouldn't expect to go through a Malazan book that quickly, but this one delivers on that front. It's quick, it's pleasant, and I really enjoyed it a lot. It's my second read through because I'm doing a read through of the whole Malazan series, and I read this one right after Midnight Tides and before Bone Hunters. Thanks to the some of the recommended reading orders on Wiki Malazan Wiki page and stuff like that, places like that. So I wanted to say this takes place. Um, I think after one of the prologues in Gardens of the Moon. And so we're going back a little bit in time from the main narrative here. And it takes place all in one night. So that was quite a snapshot, I would say, of the Malazan Empire. And it gives a good view of Malaz City and a view from the common folks' perspective, so to speak. Um, and this novel has a lot of minor appearances of main characters from throughout the series, and so those were fun, and so you get to learn little bit of secrets about those characters on the way. That just adds to the whole feel of the whole thing. But mainly, this novel focuses on two characters. One is Kiska, and the other one is Temper. Kiska is a young woman who is looking to find her place in the world. She wants to rise above her status. She's from the poor mouse quarter in the city, and she wants to rise above her status and make her place in the world. She wants bigger things, better things, and so we get her story from that point of view. In contrast to her, we have Temper, who's the old grizzled veteran who's been through stuff, and he's fought with some of the best. I won't give away who, but and now he's looking to kind of disappear into just being a regular guard on the walls of Malaz City. And he's the exact opposite of Kiska. He doesn't want to be known. Of course, nothing goes as characters plan in these books, as we all know. And so um I thought the viewpoint was brilliant in this book, and I thought Esslemont really brought his own voice to the Malazan series. I think he's very good writer. I think because it must be tough. He's writing next to Erickson, who's considered one of the best with prose. Um, but Esselman's prose is very good, and he's a very good writer. So I think he's underrated because of that. And so we have a lot of good stuff in here, a lot of good themes going on. The prologue and the epilogue in this book um, serve to give hints about other aspects of this world and things that are going on. You get little hints about the riders on the storm there, and which come up a lot in some of the future of Esselmont's books, and have come up as well in some of Erickson's books, especially in the Bone Hunters. So there's a lot of hints in this book about what you might see going forward as well. Um, and we also have some more hints about the one of the Azath houses, the dead houses, and we get a lot of good interaction between the the regular Malazan people and the people who serve the Malazan Empire. There's a good theme there going on about how the empire relates to its people and how they all interact with each other. This is taking place during the purge of magic users that Lysine puts on after after the events in Garden of the Moon there. So it's not a very pleasant time to be out and about on this night of knives in Malice City. Is also some sort of convergence going on, and which also means there's like a shadow moon or something like that, and so there's a big a that's a powerful time for portents and magic to be happening, and we have our favorite hounds of shadow running around in the city because of this convergence. And so when you had the hounds of shadow running around, of course you always know who might be involved with that, so I wouldn't want to give anything away there. All told though, um, this book was actually, as well as Erickson's books, was actually for me even better on the second read. I admit the first time I read it, I was a little bit lost because I was still getting used to all the malice and stuff. I had already read the 10-book main series, and so I had to find my way about where this took place, and I had to do a lot of remembering. But on the second read through, that wasn't necessary because I'm all caught up in it, and I knew going in, oh yeah, okay, this takes place then, and so I will admit that if you haven't read it before, you might want to refresh yourself a little bit about some of the timeline in the Malazan Book of the Fallen. And if you do that, you'll be fine, and you won't have any problems reading this. It'll actually make it that much more enjoyable, and you'll fly through it. This is not it's not a long read. And Esselman's prose is very enjoyable, very nice to read. And as he goes on, it only gets stronger. So, um, once again, Knight of Knives, a great read that I think everybody should try out. And that's all for today. So keep thinking fantasy.